It's the Mac, it's the Mac, it's the Steez dripping Mac, it's the Steez dripping Mac, it's the Steez dripping Mac. Begging on Project Paddle, the money stacker. Now my pocket's sitting fatter.
Bass beating down your block, boy. Bass beating down your block, boy. All I hang around is black boys. In my pocket, that's a knot, boy. Think you hot, but you not, boy. Bass beating down your block, boy. Bass beating down your block, boy. Bass beating down your block, stunting.
Honda with a hatchback, sport mode, one button, good luck trying to catch that. She don't fall in love, but fell in love with the music. In the 10 speed, smacking curves down in Houston.
Oh, hold on. I really want to watch this real quick.
We went from
I really want to watch this real quick because this is this is very important. I actually agree with whatever this dude's about to say off the title. Marvel bringing back real helmets. See, the MCU has been innovative and has changed the game plenty of times, but currently it's been slacking a little, especially visually. And other than the over-design and its VFX issues, something that's been quite lackluster is how the characters suit up or transform. Heck, the process of putting on a helmet or taking it off is boring. So how did we get here? One word or two together? Nanotech. Nanotech, nano whatever. You get what I mean. He's got a point. He's already spitting facts. And that's just...
we went from this.
That's just from the description. I'm just... But I heard before we start, I heard that the VFX team from like Marvel has beef with oh, we're gonna watch that one too. I heard they have beef with the it's 20 minutes. Actually, you know what? We'll say that for later. But yeah, I heard the VFX team isn't how you say it. They got some problems with Marvel and how like I heard they have like issues with each other, but let's see what this dude says because I could already tell Mari can agree with it.
To this, there's this little thing called nanotechnology.
That's so fast.
We went
bro.
from this to this. There's this little thing called nanotechnology, and that's pretty much the entire reason why superheroes these days, mostly MCU heroes to be honest, are able to conjure their suits and equipment with relative ease. The issue though isn't really nanotech, or whatever the magic word is that allows suits to appear and disappear in the blink of an eye. It's how often they're used, and how it actually prevents interesting external conflict to occur. So welcome back to another Brown Table video essay. It's me, Mauricio, the guy that ruins the internet with MCU nitpicks. You know those complaints about how Spider...
Hey man, do it, because Marvel isn't all that perfect. The only reason we fuck with Marvel, or we fuck with Marvel as much, is because DC isn't really like doing that well, right? Or at least it wasn't doing well. I don't know if it's gonna do well now, but so that's why we look at Marvel and like, oh my god, but yeah, even Marvel has its issues, bro. There's a lot of issues I have with Marvel.
Spider-Man CG and Homecoming. Guy that ruins the internet with MCU nitpicks. You know those complaints about how Spider-Man CG and Homecoming was
bro,
bad?
I really hated that, bro. Why are they CGing everything? What happened to the practical Spider-Man suit? Why are we CGing everything? Because like in Spider-Man Homecoming, it didn't even look real. Like it looks so like the line. Like what happened to the lines? Like I'm not saying it should look like Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man suit, but even Andrew Garfield's suit was even a little better.
How wrinkles make a suit look more real.
Right.
Yeah, that was me. Have you ever heard of the term ad or how wrinkles make a suit look more real? Yeah, that was me. Have you ever heard of the term over-design?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was also me. If it sounds like I'm hyping myself up and I have a very big ego...
Wait a minute, I just realized something.
Or real. Yeah, that was me. Have you ever heard of...
Why do they all have the same design, though? That's so weird. I haven't noticed that. What the fuck? Why do they have the same...
over-design?
What?
Over-design.
Why do... Oh my god, they really all have the same type of... Oh my god. They all have the same like, bro, they have the same type of style to their costumes.
Design.
I ain't never noticed
Yeah,
that.
that was also me. If it sounds
so
like I'm
stupid.
hyping myself up and I have a very
Oh
big
my god,
ego,
that makes it so much worse.
It's because I am and I do. And that's why I'm back again to talk about another issue I have with the MCU. Yet another
Come on, let's talk about it.
nitpick.
Let's talk about it.
And I really like this one. Yet again, it's not something that ruins movies. This time, it's something that I feel is much more interesting. And that is, please, bring back real helmets. Please stop
bro.
using nanotech.
Please. That shit is so lazy. It's so lazy, and it doesn't look good. I don't want to say it doesn't look good. Some shots it looks good, but like that shit is so lazy. It doesn't like, I don't know. It just doesn't. It's lazy. Some shots don't make it look good, and I miss the days where they actually made the suits. They actually built the suits, and then they kind of CGI some of the rest of it. Now it's just like CGI, full CGI. What happened to, like...
I'm Scott.
Did he just say, hi, I'm Scott?
Let me just say, though,
Did you
this
say
isn't
hi,
inherently
Scott?
a bad thing. I've seen nanotech be used in the MCU well. The movies that used them well
Right.
was Infinity War
Right,
and
yeah,
Endgame.
yeah.
Surprise, surprise. The reason why is because, yes, it's lame to just have shit appear and disappear, but nanotech isn't something that grows on trees. And during the fight between Iron Man and Thanos keeps breaking off Iron Man's armor, and so the suit has to prioritize where it forms, to the point that
Right, which that made it look good, but
Thanos can actually stab Tony freely because so much of the nanotech is spread out and is covering other parts of his body. Now that's cool. And
Right,
of course
right.
in Endgame when Tony switches out the stones.
Right.
Those are literally the only times I've really seen it used effectively.
it's used as a plot point in Black Panther too. But the fight is not impressive visually, so I forgot. Sorry. Yeah. No, I don't blame you too, because that whole fight scene could have been... That whole fight scene could have looked better.
I'm going to talk about smaller issues first before the biggest issue, and that's going to be like the climax of the
Right,
video.
okay.
For the most part, nanotech is used to allow characters to remove their masks or helmets. And an excuse that's given
The scene would play out very differently if he didn't have the boring nano suit. That's facts.
is that it's so we can see the actor's face.
Why didn't they let him just, like... I would have done it like... I would have had him put on a mask. I would have had him just wear the mask, swing around, find a spot where nobody sees him, takes off the mask, and then show up. Instead of just the whole nano suit. Or have his actual Spider-Man suit underneath like they did with Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. But,
So they can, well, act, emote, and whatnot.
That
It's
one,
the
that one wasn't too bad. That one wasn't too bad. I actually liked that one.
modern version of Spider-Man taking off his mask every movie so
Well-
we can see the
Ooh, okay. Actually,
actor under.
I don't mind the Black Panther 2 one, but it would have been nice to see it come off like this, like the reach come apart and then take it off like a helmet, like Civil War. Black Panther suit in Civil War where he took off the helmet, that was fire. So actually,
underneath.
okay.
But Spider-Man's mask getting shredded or
So, yeah.
Spider-Man taking off his mask often came with a price. It can be battle damage so we can see the actor's face, or him removing the mask can lead to new emotional conflict. The issue the MCU has is the lack of secret identities. So
Yeah,
a superhero
yeah.
taking off their helmet or mask means nothing really most of the time. Story.
Holy shit! Yeah, bro. I'm so happy they. You know what? That's actually a good reason why I'm actually happy they did the whole thing with Spider-Man No Way Home, because it was stupid that a lot of people knew who Spider-Man was, and the whole point of Spider-Man is nobody's supposed to know, but other than certain superheroes, and the certain superheroes find out, like Tony finding out that Peter is Spider-Man. Okay, I could deal with that. What was it? The whole I guess him interacting with the Avengers and them kind of, some of them knowing who Spider-Man is. I actually like that. But for everybody or a lot of people to know who he is, kind of was like, and I get that Far From Home was a setup for No Way Home. I get that, and it worked out it worked, but at the same time, I don't know. I don't know. You know what? Never mind. Never mind, bro.
So they can take shit off and put shit on. No big deal. But
I just realized it just went back to the first point of like, I'm glad that they, you know, that everybody forgot who he was, type shit.
The thing is that removing the process of suiting up from suiting up impedes the creation
this was the peak.
of
Yes.
interesting stories.
Yes, this
Real
was
quick
so
side
peak,
note, I
bro.
would actually have no problem with superheroes just kind of nanoteching up out of nowhere, like in an instant, if they had transformation sequences. Like if an MCU character had to transform, I want to see a magical girl transformation sequence. I want this to be Sailor Moon. Because if not,
I don't know
then
how
it's super fucking boring. In the new Ant-Man movie, you just press a button on their chest, and the suit appears in literally a second. That's so boring. Why? Iron Man had it, Black Panther has it, Thor has it, Spider-Man had it.
Yeah, I
Ant-Man
don't understand. Why does Thor have it though? I don't understand that. It should have been like how he did. It should have been like Lightning. Lightning hits him and his suit builds on. Why does he have nanotech? That don't make
has
sense.
it now. It's like, whoa.
Daddy, chill.
And it sucks because a lot of these characters are characters where it would make sense for these suits to appear out of nowhere. Like Black
Right.
Panther, that's a thing he does in the comics. But because it's
Yeah.
so prevalent and because it's used as a crutch for characters to just suit up and be ready to fight, it gets very monotonous. At the end of the day, what's gonna be cooler? Black Panther's suit just kind of appearing, or T'Challa literally taking his helmet off,
Taking off
and
his helmet.
revealing his face?
Taking
It's
off,
the
yeah,
latter.
this scene.
This is way
Taking off the helmet is
way
better.
cooler.
Yeah.
Now remember the Iron Man trilogy? The first movie had Tony struggle to get out of his suits constantly. That was a whole ordeal.
Right.
Let's face it, this is not the worst thing you've told me about.
Those bullet holes?
The final fight, his Iron Man struggled to fight Ironmonger because not only is he low on power, but he started stripping off his suit. He's got no repulsor on his hand now. In Iron Man 2, he had
Yeah, okay. Tony is I don't want to say the only, but he's the one superhero that makes sense for him to use nanotech, because we watched throughout the years as he's making this point of him his suit adapting and stuff. So from his suit being ripped apart from the first movie to this scene about it being electrocuted to even to where he was in the snow in the third one and it was cold. He gave Spider-Man heaters. Like there was a lot of like callbacks. So like it makes sense for Tony to have a nano suit.
to bide time for Pepper to arrive to be able to suit up, and the MCU has not topped this suit up scene since. It almost did in Iron Man 3. The armor flew into
I gotta say, number 2 is the best. In my opinion, the best Iron Man transformation too.
not topped this suit up scene since. It almost
was
did
fire.
in Iron Man 3. The armor flew and attached to him, and that shit on its own created the concept of armor hopping and removing pieces of armor during a fight, and that was dope as hell.
Yeah,
Stuff like this
yeah.
is possible when suits don't just appear out of nowhere. But I'm sure you're wondering, when did nanotech become a thing? You might be surprised. I feel like a lot of people blame Infinity War. Trust me when I tell you, it didn't start with Iron Man. While you're here, put it on your to-do list to make sure to check out Interstellar Ranger.
Was it Black
Commence. It's an
Panther?
animated
Was Black Panther the first one?
series the channel's making. And remember to like and subscribe if you're enjoying
he gonna
the
say
video.
Black Panther's the first one?
The first time we get a suit just kind of appearing is in Thor. And there it makes sense the suit will
Thor.
appear and disappear when
Yeah.
it's summoned. Helmet
Which, by the way, for some reason, the first Thor looked
were
visually good though.
physical things to be removed, not something
The first Thor really looked
that can
visually
just
good.
magically apparate like in Love and Thunder. Then you
I hated that. I hated that. Oh my god! Why is your helmet appearing and reappearing? Why aren't you taking it off? That shit is so dumb.
skip Captain America and then we reach the Avengers. and then
Okay,
it goes
okay,
to Loki.
okay. That makes sense.
Loki's
Makes
suit pretty
sense.
much just slowly appears on him, but again,
Right.
he's the master of illusion.
Right,
It's
right,
cool.
right,
It
right.
fits. The idea of suits appearing is a thing in Phase 1, but the nanotech effect isn't a thing until Phase 2. Do you want to know which movie it is?
Ooh, ooh. Okay, okay. Phase 2. It's Phase 2. Hold on. Let's pull up Phase 2. What is Phase 2? Because I really want to guess which one it is. Phase 2. So you got Iron Man 3, Thor: The Dark World, Captain America: The Winter Soldier, Guardians of the Galaxy, Avengers: Age of Ultron, and Ant-Man. Okay, so it's not Ant-Man. It's not Guardians. It's not Iron Man 3 because he just mentioned Iron Man 3. It would have to be between Avengers. No, I think it's Captain America: Winter Soldier. No, wait, no, that's the mask. That's the mask thing. I don't know. I actually don't know. I'm trying to remember Thor: The Dark World, but I don't think it was in Thor: The Dark World though. I'm gonna say it's between Captain America or Avengers, Age of Ultron. Let's see what he says.
I'll give you a hint. Ooka chaka ooka ooka.
Was it really Guardians?
Ooga, ooga,
Was it really
chaka,
Guardians?
ooga, ooga.
I was wrong. Oh my god, the helmet. Oh my god, I forgot. It was the helmet. Peter's helmet. I forgot. It was Peter's helmet. He did it in the second one too, bro.
Yeah, when the MCU went cosmic, nanotech became a thing. And it's cool. It's a sci-fi thing.
Right.
It's going to be for the sci-fi characters. But
Right.
the issue is, the MCU is becoming more and more cosmic. And so now everyone is getting magically disappearing suits.
Kang, okay, it makes sense for Kang to have it. I actually like the way they do Kang's thing. I wouldn't like his helmet coming off like Black Panther or all that. His actually makes sense. His is up there with Guardians, so that makes sense. But Ant-Man should have a helmet that he takes off like he did. Ooh, I don't want to spoil it, but it's in the trailer though. When he gets stumped out, he takes off his helmet basically. His helmet should have been in the first place taken off like that. It shouldn't have been a full net, but I guess it's the suit too, but I don't know. But yeah.
And worse, because I guess the Earth can't stay behind in like technology or whatever. Now people of Earth have magically disappearing suits too. Fucking everybody has magically disappearing suits. So now that we understand when nanotech emerged in the MCU, the problem appears.
Right.
It's not often used as a story beat like Infinity War. And sure, then comes the argument that it's to allow actors to emote in scenes. But that's also kind of insulting, because acting doesn't only require the face. I remember seeing this on Twitter. I can't remember who said this, but whoever did, they're a genius. The MCU actually crafted a whole new camera angle to show a character's face when it's hidden behind a helmet.
Yeah, bro. That was the whole point. You see what their face looked like behind the camera. Now Iron Man, it looked perfect, but for some reason when they tried to do that for other people, it was like, ugh.
Has been used time and time again by not only MCU movies, but other films. Now that's innovation. Main thing, surprise, actors can act with helmets on. We all know The Mandalorian.
Yeah,
A massively popular
that's a good
show
point.
where the
That's a good
titular
point.
hero has a helmet on for
That is-
pretty much the whole thing.
Yeah.
Pedro Pascal acts the hell out of it, my guy. What works here is that we as people can attach ourselves to things. It's a little thing I like to call empathy.
I can pick up this pencil, tell you its name is Steve, and go like this. And part of you dies.
We have the body movement, we have the voice
Not
acting, and with the
Steve.
help of direction and music, we're able to interpret the emotions behind the mask.
No living thing has seen me without my helmet since I swore the creed.
In the movie Jaws, there is a shark, and we don't really see much of it, and that creates suspense. So our brain fills in the gaps. What is this shark gonna look like? And it freaks us out. Not knowing can actually amplify an experience.
Like Master Chief. Oh my god. He's on one. Bro. Somebody give this man. Yo. He is, bro. This man's spinning right now, bro.
I am not
This
leading
man's
you
spinning.
here.
Master Chief is not only a dope-ass character, he's a dope-ass character with a helmet on pretty much all the time. It allows the player to further invest themselves in the character. We don't see what he looks like for the most part, therefore he acts almost like the player's avatar. The player can insert themselves into this hero in a way that goes past just playing as them. And then this becomes just an issue of how movies and shows just really love taking the helmets and masks off of hero characters. The issue's particularly embodied in the live-action Halo show. Oh fuck! Every episode after the first one.
Oh my god, why'd they do that? I haven't watched the Halo show. Why the fuck would you do that? Oh my god, the whole point of Master Chief is you don't see his face. What was the point of that? Now you ruined. I see what he means now. I see what he means. You only take off the helmet if it's like something serious. Very serious thing, right? How I would think. Now, if it's a character that takes if it's a character that doesn't really take off his helmet like that, why would you? And he's already established character outside of a movie or show, whatever. Why the fuck would you adapt it where he takes it off and everybody sees it? That's like something you do, like I can't use Master Chief as an example because you don't see his adult face, but like for others, it's like, what's the point of doing that if they're not known to take it off, or if they're known to take it off? Why would you do it so early? That's my thing, but.
Oh my god, man. Dude has it off so often. Forgetting the fact that the people that made the show just don't give a fuck about Halo, in my opinion. They are fundamental.
Halo TV show creator, we didn't look at the game. We didn't talk about the game. We talked about the characters in the world. That's why the show did. That's why the show's ass. You didn't even look at the game. The game, bro. What is up, bro? What is up with these motherfuckers doing fucking TV shows and movies that they're basing off either books, comic books, video games, whatever the fuck they're getting this from, and they're not following the source material? What is up with that, bro? That is literally a script. You literally look at that shit, you adapt it, you change a few things, you tweak it a little. You don't tweak it a lot, you tweak it a little. And then you make it. You literally have a fucking blueprint of a script. How do you not follow that shit, bro? You literally got a blueprint of the script. You got a blueprint of characters on how they are, how they act, all this stuff. And y'all still are like, nah, we're gonna do it like this. What? That's so dumb, bro.
Of a masked character. And last but not least, the Batman. Robert Pattinson basically has to act with only his eyes.
Okay.
Matt Reeves actually took away that permanent scowl that Batman masks always have. So Robert Pattinson had to act the hell out of that movie, and he's in the Batman suit for the majority of the movie.
Right.
So yeah, just using the eyes, just using the mouth, like Judge.
That worked. And he took off the helmet when he needed to be Bruce, and even then, it still was a helmet that he could take off, or a cowl he could take off. It wasn't no nanotech or anything like that.
Dread, or just using body language. Actors can act without having to use their face.
Right.
It's fine. Going back to the MCU, it's so popular, of course, that everyone knows the concept of nanotech now. So much so that I remember when Black Adam came out and Hawkman had his nth metal helmet disappear or had his weapons transform, people were like, oh my god, not another person with nanotech. But that's from the comics. That's a thing.
Yeah, that's I actually like, but that what he said about it's from the comics, and also I like the way they showed Hawkman transform. At least that was actually entertaining and actually like, damn, that actually looks good compared to the MCU stuff now, where it's just like, okay, I guess it looks good. Like with that shit, it's like, okay, it's not. And the other thing is, at DC, you don't see a whole lot of so-called nanotech. Like I think him and like, who was it? Him and I guess somebody else had the. All I could think of is him. I think he's the only person that really had that type of suit up. I don't know if I'm wrong, please correct me, but I think he's the only person in DC films that actually suited up like that.
But I also get the complaint because it's everywhere. So it's reached the point where the nanotech idea is so oversaturated, it isn't a novelty anymore. Stuff as cool as nanotech shouldn't be the norm. We shouldn't be desensitized to it. Like in the Suicide Squad, you know why Bloodsport shooting at Starro with his transforming gun?
That was entertaining. That right there is, I don't want to say entertaining, but that one's cool. Like you said, there's ways to do it where it can visually look good and it's not like a over saturation of it. This actually worked out because it was part of the, like you said, part of the plot. It had significance of him doing that. Like,
was cool because literally no other character in that movie has that ability.
Right.
Not many characters in the DC movies have an ability.
Facts.
Like that.
That's what I just was saying, bro. That's what I just was saying. I think he corrected me. So even though it wasn't a suit up, it still had nanotech quality or nanotech theme to it, I guess.
It makes sense that everyone has Ant-Man's helmet and Iron Man's nanotech. It's a group endeavor to stop Thanos.
But what is his name? Deadshot? Not Deadshot. What the fuck? Is it? Wait.
Novelty anymore. Stuff as cool as nanotech shouldn't be the norm. We shouldn't be desensitized to it. Like in the Suicide Squad, you know why Bloodsport. Meanwhile, in Endgame, it makes sense that everyone has Ant-Man's helmet and Iron Man's nanotech.
Right,
it's a group endeavor to stop Thanos. But past that, why the hell is nanotech still a constant thing? You can give me all the reasoning. I'll give you two answers. The first one is, it doesn't matter if logically these heroes now should have access to nanotech. Like, just forget about it. Just be like, hey, that's not the hero's deal.
I thought about it like this. Why does every superhero doesn't need nanotech? They're not known to have nanotech. If anything, Tony should have took it away. That's why Spider-Man got his old suit. So he got his old suit back, which I'm happy about. Like I don't really like the whole fucking, it's too much nano shit.
They're not a nanotech guy. That's literally it.
Yeah.
If in Far From Home, if Peter just randomly didn't have the Iron Spider suit anymore, I'd be like, oh, okay, so we're done with that.
Right.
Easy clap. We're not doing that anymore. That's fine. I don't care if between movies, Andrew Peter just randomly got a new suit. Like, that doesn't need to be explained to me. It can just happen. It's fine. The second answer...
The best way to explain... There's an easy way to explain that. They're fighting. The suit gets halfway destroyed. That's what they did with Tobey Maguire. Even though Tobey Maguire's suit is the same looking suit. If you can give somebody a new suit, the best way to do it is literally... Hold on. Why is my shit spinning? What the fuck? Okay, we're back. All right. What was I saying though? Like, if you're gonna give them a new suit, let them fight a villain where the suit's getting halfway destroyed, like Spider-Man usually does, and then give them a new suit. Give them a new suit. That's not nanotech. That's a simple way to do that shit. That's simple.
As we all know, Marvel fucking sucks at cementing ideas. If you have a chair at the brown table, you're a subscriber, you already know. You've heard this before. The MCU's shoddy CGI is a thing because they not only
oh my god, yo, man. I feel bad for Chris Hemsworth, bro. How you gonna fuck up? How you gonna have the same tone from Thor Ragnarok, bring it to Thor Love and Thunder, and make it even worse? Oh my, that movie was, it was too bright. Like, for a movie for Christian Bale to play a villain that's a god slayer, this movie shouldn't have been like lighthearted and very colorful. This should have been dark. I don't know why didn't it go dark. That shit was dumb as hell.
Don't have enough time to cook, but they leave shit to the
nigga,
last minute either way. They like to keep their options open, and that screws over CG and VFX artists. Like I said in my second VFX video, the Endgame suits, they were still experimenting on those things. Nobody knew for certain what that shit was gonna look like until super late in the game. That's why in promo art and toys and shit, literally no Avenger has the helmet they use in the movie, because they just couldn't decide on what they were gonna do. And I'm fairly certain this is the case. Worse, you know why MCU movies are lit like ass? That's because they want to, again, keep their options open, and have the ability to change shit last minute. And because of that, the lighting has to stay relatively neutral just in case the lighting or the set has to be changed. So nothing ever looks...
Bro, nah, bro. Y'all gotta make a decision. Y'all gotta make a decision, bro. Y'all can't do that. Cause, bro, for them to leave shit open is literally making the movie bad. Like, it's making it look bad. If you're leaving an option like that and you can't fix the lighting, that makes it look bad, bro. Like, nah, bro. It shouldn't be looking like this. It shouldn't be looking like this.
To change shit last minute. And because of that, the lighting has to stay relatively neutral just in case the lighting or the set has to be changed. So nothing ever looks particularly striking. And because of Marvel's indecisiveness, I believe they're also indecisive as to whether or not they want suits to appear or not, helmets to appear or not. So instead of having a whole suit up sequence where the specificity of the suit and like how it's placed and everything and what it looks like matters, the story is written so they don't have to deal with something like that. Characters can just go pop, the suit is magically on, and it can be whatever we want it to be. Let's go. And whoa, you still don't believe me on Marvel's indecisiveness? Okay.
No, I believe you. I believe you.
They rewrote the ending to Quantumania and reshot it a month before the movie came out. No. They shot the ending a month before the movie came out. Nah, bro. What? What the fuck is going on with Marvel, yes,
bro?
A nitpick, but I
what
want
is
Nanotech
what
to
is
be
going
cool
on?
again.
How do you make a decision, right? For like, you know what? Yeah, we don't like this ending. We're gonna change it up, and then we're gonna fix it a month before the movie drops. What? That's what the fuck?
I want characters to take off their helmets and have that be a whole thing.
Yo, a month, bro. 1 month before a movie should only be, oh, we need to fix up a few VFX shots here and there. That's it. It should. How do you? Yo,
I want
what
transformation sequences again. So please, bring back real helmets.
No, for real, please, please.
Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching the video. Again, make sure to check out Interstellar Ranger. Original animated series. Episodes 1 and 2 are on the channel.
I'm actually with him on this, bro. Hey, he made some great valid points though. Like, how do you go from the first phase where all the suits look good to now where it's just nanotech all over? Like